Hello Zenbees. Zentangle is a meditative art form that is a relaxing method of creating abstract art using structured patterns. It teaches and focuses on being mindful and present. Zentangle requires no artistic skills. Zendalas are the best of Zentangle and Mandalas. Welcome to Zendala Joy. 31 days, 31 Zendalas. Hello, I'm Sandhya. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. In this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you do not miss out on any videos that I will be posting throughout this month of October. It's day 12 today and we will be using string 11 for our project today. So to get your instant free download of the 15 strings, sign up onto my newsletter. The link is in the description. So I will be working on my white round Zendala tile using my black pen, pencil and stub. So go grab your supplies and let's get started. So here we are, day 12, and we're working with string number 11. So I've traced the string onto my tile, okay, and I'm all set to get started with today's project. Now, to get this template, all you have to do is sign up onto my newsletter. The link is in the description, and you will get an instant free download of this template. There are about 15 strings that we're using throughout this project. So get a printout and have them traced onto your tile, and you can join us in this project of Zendala Joy. Okay, so here we have string number 11. Now I'm going to start with my first tangle, which is just called Purk. So I start off from the bottom. I make a band that kind of goes like this. So it's almost like a S. It goes like that. Okay, I leave a bit of a space. I make another band like that. So the edges of the band are, or the ends of the band are touching each other. Now repeat this again. Okay, and one more. Okay, so I've not inked any of it yet, the petals yet. So I've only started making the bands. So let's go ahead, about 4 bands in each of these petals. So there are about 6 petals. So this is a 6 pointed. So then we have, this is my third, and I'm gonna have my 4th one right here. That. Okay, so let's repeat that once again. Okay, so I got all the bands made on the petals. Now I'm going to start filling this up with circles. So it goes like this. So we start with the center one. Okay, so then we go on adding more circles on the sides. So depending upon how much space you have, you would get so many circles. So just see. So you might get 2 on either side or 3 on either side. It totally depends. Okay, and then so I go back and add black to these teeny tiny gaps. So notice we didn't really ink this line, right? So because I wanted the circles to kind of define that. Okay, so now here I'm going to make a big one. So I start off with this right here, and I make my next one here, and I make my next one here. So something like this, and if you want you can add some teeny tiny circles to make it more ornamental. So this is what we're doing here, like that. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this again. So I start off with my center circle and go back adding the ones right next to it. That. So I start off with the center one, add my side circles. So notice my circles are not complete, they're kind of half. That's okay. So there are different ways you can do this. Either you can make complete circle or half circles. Okay, so So here I have completed adding Purk on all of my petals. So now let's get started onto this section. So we're going to work around this petal now. So let's do this. I'm going to make a mark right in the center of this point and this point. So I'm just eyeballing my center. So let's do this on all of this line that's going around. So we're going to mark a center point. Now we're just eyeballing, we don't have a scale here, so we just eyeball and make a mark there. Okay, so so now I'm going to connect this. So I'm going to aura this. So I'm going to connect this, go along this till here, like that. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm using a very gentle line. So as I go, I'm skipping my Purk. Okay, so let's do that again here. So this goes like this, so it's going to cross. So we're going to get something like this. Okay. Okay, so we should have something like this. Okay, so now that we've done with pencil, let's ink this. But here's how we're going to ink these lines. We're going to make a band. So we're going to make 2 lines. So here's what I mean. So we start, suppose I start with this one. So I just trace this line. Okay, and I'm going to make another line right next to it. So I'm making a band like that, and then we're going to do this again. Okay, so I'm going to skip, make sure you don't cross that line. Okay, so again we're going to add a band, so around this line like this. Okay, so work this way, it's easier for me. So I'm going to repeat this again. Like that. Okay, so let's go ahead, finish this whole thing. Okay, so I have created my band. This is how it looks. So let's get to our next tangle or next step, which is we're going to make Divadance here, these gaps here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out a line from here right to the center and make it slightly darker like that, and fill it up. Okay, so we're going to repeat this and pull a line right next to it and make it slightly darker, so it's thin and then it gets darker as it goes to the end, right? So we're going to repeat this again. Okay, so like that. Now let's repeat this in the next section as well. So we start off with the center line, make it slightly dark, and then you pull out another line, so I'm repeating this on the other side. Okay, right there. So I'm going to repeat this all around. Okay, so it's all done. I've added Divadance all around and that looks lovely. So now let's get on to this section, right? So here all I'm doing is just making a circle right here and pulling out a petal that kind of goes like that, and probably pulling out another petal depending upon how much space you have, like that. Okay, and I'm going to fill this space up with circles, and the rest of it I'm going to fill it up with black. Okay, so I'm going to use, maybe I'll add another circle here, it's too much of a space, so I'm going to use my pen to fill the gaps up. Okay, like this. So I'm going to repeat this again in the next one. So we start with a circle right below, and make a petal, then pull out another one, and then we add circles like that. Then we will fill it up with solid black. So I'm using a thicker pen to do that. So I'm going to fill this all around. Okay, so I have added this all around. So now let's get to our next section, which is these squares that is around. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start from here, and this is fragment S1, and go about like that, right? And again I start from here, go about like that, and I start from here, like this. Okay, and I'm just going to ink this line here. So I'm trying to maintain the same thing, so I'm going to go ahead this way because it started here and ended on the Purk. So I'm trying to do the same thing here. Okay, so the next one is going to start from here. Like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and ink this line here. So let's repeat this one more time. So again I start from here, that goes this way. Okay, so I'm going to ink this line, and let's repeat this here. Again I start from this point towards my Purk. Right. So I'm going to repeat this all around and fill that space to give that nice ornamental look. Okay, so now I've completed all of that. Now let's get to this section. So let's see what we can do here. So I'm going to kind of aura this like this. So I'm making a border pretty much. So let's go ahead to that. on all sides. Right, so I have this done on all sides. Now I'm going to use my 01, or maybe we can use our pen. So maybe let's use our thicker pen. Okay, and so we're going to start making Elegan. So it goes like this. We start from this end, okay, and go about like this, and then come back like this, almost like a mocha. And then now I go about this way, so this head is going to be touching on this side. So I go about like this and like that. Now I'm going to repeat this, so this we're going to alternate, right? So this is going to come about like that, and my head is going to touch this side. Like that. Now I'm going to go ahead working on this side, so let's do that. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out 2 lines just to show that it's going this way. Okay, so now here between this head and this stem here, I'm going to pull out some petals like that. Same thing here, so it depends how many you can fit in there. Okay, so looks like I didn't change my direction here, so that's the groove up there, but that's okay. Let's just keep going. So I'm gonna add my petals here, and now this section that we have, I'm gonna add another teeny tiny mocha there. Like that. Now all these other spaces that we have, we're going to fill it up with tipple, and then just fill up those gaps. Like that, right? And I'm just going to ink this line, like I'm just going to connect them. I'm not going to make a solid line. So let's try this again, this time without much of mistakes. So again I'm going to start from this side, so I go about like this, I touch this, come back. Now I'm going to go this way, so I'm going to start from here, go about like that, and touch this. Now I'm going to turn this side again. I'm going to start here, so this goes like this. Now again I'm going to start from here, so this is going to go like that. No, I'm going to start from here. Okay, and I'm going to start the next one from here, so I'm just pretending this is going out like that, right? So now let's add these leaves that's kind of sticking out like that. And then I add another muka that goes like this. It's kind of filled up here. And now I'm going to go back and add circles. And these gaps up here. Okay, so let's do this section now. So I'm going to start from here. So I go about with this, make a muka, and I come back here. So now my next one is going to go this way. So I start here, I go about like this and come down. Now this one is going to again start from here and go about like this. So we're just alternating between this side and this side. Right now I'm going to repeat this here like that. So now let's go back in and add these tiny mukas. Okay, add some leaves on this side. And now I am going to add some circles and make this days interesting. Okay, so I'm going to connect this line. So I'm not making a solid line, it's just line like that. Now I would like to go back and fill in those gaps. Okay, so let's repeat that in the rest of our sections. Okay, so we're all done with Elegan all around. Now let's get to shading. Okay, so we're going to first go ahead and shade our Purk. So I'm going to add Purk right around this and around this. So basically I'm just adding my pencil on either sides and I'm blending that in like that, like that. So that kind of lifts that petal out. So I'm going to make it slightly darker. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that on all of my petals. So I'm just going to go on the edge of this side and on the edge of this side, like this. Let's repeat this. So I'm going to add my pencil first all around. let's just blend it out. So I invite you all to join my Facebook group Zendalas, because that's where all the fun happens. You can see what others have created, so it's a good way to kind of see all the other variations, everything else that people are doing with this project. So do join me on my Facebook group Zendalas. Okay, so I've done that, and you see how it totally lifts the Purk and this petal out. I'm also going to add a bit on this side here on the top as well. Like that, yes, like that. Some of the Zendalas are doing some awesome work out there, adding colors and working with two colored pens, and it's really interesting to see all that. Okay, so like that. Now let's get to shading of the outer borders. So we are going to do Elegan first, so we're just going to add our pencil again right on the edges, just like what we did right now for Purk, and we're again going to blend this out like this. So I want to keep the center white, so keep your center white. Do that. Do you see the difference? Do you see how it kind of gets raised and gives a beautiful dimension? And look at this, all flat. So we're going to do that on this next one as well. So put your pencil right along that edge. Okay, so like that. So let me go ahead and finish all around. So now let's finish it up and add our signature or initials. I'm going to put my full-on signature here since I have good enough space. So I'm going to write my whole name there. Okay. So now let's journal this. So today's date is 12th of October, so let me put that 12th of October 2020, and this is Zendala Joy, and we are working with day 12. So that was string level 11, and we worked with Tangles, Purk, Divadance, Fragment S1 and Elegan. So there it is, our string number 11, day 12. Beautiful Zendala out there, very intricate, right? Hope you had fun creating this project with me. I would love to see your creations. So head on to our Facebook group Zendalas, where all the after party fun happens. Share your works there and check out the creations by other Zendalas. If you're sharing your work on social media, then please do tag me at Sandhya Monday or hashtag Tangle with Sandhya, so I get to see your lovely creations there. And I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use and no part of these can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, email me to get information about the group classes or to schedule your private sessions with me. Slots for the month of October are now open. Now comment and let me know how you enjoyed this project, because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button, share the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you tomorrow, day 13. We will be working with string number 8. So go get your tile ready and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Namaste.